even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, it was just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its win.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Touchdown, Panthers! Miles Sanders, 88 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second and 10. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They needed 4, they got 8, and it results in a conversion on 4th down. Play action now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Reagor, the man in motion. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Cousins now from the 50. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Come on, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Young from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. In motion is Shenault. Now Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again, and he's brought a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Go, set. Watch out, man. 50 Ready. 22 meter.
They'll run with Sanders. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. Now they'll audible to something else.
Ready.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Young with it, third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Young will set to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll fire it deep for Reagor. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Reagor, 70 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you try and score when given the opportunity. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play, forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That throw by Young incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Young. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Young to throw on 4th. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles got 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Young's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down, Young. And that's complete to Sanders. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That's out quickly to Shenault. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll throw again. Young. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, no, easy.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. On the ball.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? To the air once more, Young. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Off the play fake, Cousins.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Play fake, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On play action, Cousins. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st and 10, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Young. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. Young on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Receiver.
Following the interception, Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
DJ Chark, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A second down throw for Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
Let's go.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
62 blaster. Claws red.
On play action. Young forced out to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Blaster. 6. Ready.
Young will set to throw. This one into the hands of Thielen. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now 1st and goal. Now Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Here's Young. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Cousins. He throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Taylor. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense.
And that's caught inside the 30. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Young to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. That would have been big. Would have broke our tie here in the fourth, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And they work so hard. All practice sessions, always working out, even in pregame, trying to get your feet down in bounds. Unable to get that done on that play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
A little bit of a dangerous throw in a tie ball game because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if you came down with that interception. Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Here's Madison running on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now the first throw in overtime for Young. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Derek Brown able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And now third and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Young now after the fumble recovery.